You'd like to see that, wouldn't you, Piter? The Baron asked. You'd enjoy seeing the core of Sadakar pillage through my cities and sack this castle. You'd truly enjoy that. Does the Baron need to ask? Piter whispered. You should have been a Bashar of the core. You're too interested in blood and pain. Perhaps I was too quick with the promise of the spoils of Arrakis. Piter took 5 curiously mincing steps into the room. He stopped directly behind Feyd Rotha. There was a tight air of tension in the room, and the youth looked up at Piter with a worried frown. Do not toy with Piter, Baron, Piter said. You promised me the Lady Jessica. You promised her to me. For what, Piter? The Baron asked. For pain? Piter stared at him, dragging out the silence. Feyd Rotha moved his suspense chair to one side and said, Uncle, do I have to stay? You said you'd... My darling Feyd Rotha grows impatient, the Baron said. He moved within the shadows behind the globe. Patience, Feyd. And he turned his attention back to the Mentat. What of the Dukeling? The child Paul, my dear Piter. The trap will bring him to you, Baron. That is not my question, the Baron said. You'll recall that you predicted the Bene Gesserit witch would bear a daughter to the Duke. You were wrong, eh, Mentat? I am not often wrong, Baron, Piter said, and for the first time there was fear in his voice. Give me that. I'm not often wrong, and you know yourself these Bene Gesserits bear mostly daughters. Even the Emperor's consort has produced only females. Uncle, said Feyd Rotha, you said there'd be something important here for me to... Listen to my nephew, the Baron said. He aspires to rule my barony, yet he cannot rule himself. The Baron stirred beside the globe, a shadow among shadows. Well then, Feyd Rotha Harkonnen, I summoned you here hoping to teach you a bit of wisdom. Have you observed our good Mentat? You should have learned something from this exchange. But, Uncle, a most efficient Mentat, Piter, wouldn't you say, Feyd? Yes, but... Ah, indeed. But he consumes too much spice, eats it like candy. Look at his eyes. He might have come directly from the Arrakeen labor pool. Efficient, Piter, but he's still emotional and prone to passionate outbursts. Efficient, Piter, but he can still err. Piter spoke in a low, sullen tone. Did you call me here to impair my efficiency with criticism, Baron? Impair your efficiency? You know me better, Piter. I wish only for my nephew to understand the limitations of a Mentat. Are you already training my replacement? Piter demanded. Replace you? Why, Piter, where would I find another Mentat with your cunning and venom? The same place you found me, Baron. Perhaps I should at that, the Baron mused. You do seem a bit unstable lately, and the spice you eat. Are my pleasures too expensive, Baron? Do you object to them?